Welcome
to another video
from the Missonians.
RJ the Beast.
Yes.
And DJ the Kid.
Yes.
And today we are doing the most haunted places in Oklahoma.
We are going to cover every single state and go over the most haunted areas in those states. So today, since we are from Oklahoma,
we're
going to cover Oklahoma. So without further ado,
here we go.
Let's go.
Our list of the most haunted places in Oklahoma, starting with number 10, the Philbrook Museum of Art. The Philbrook Museum of Art in Tulsa is housed in a historic 1920s villa with sprawling ground.
We live 45 minutes away from this. This is in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right now.
Oh.
This is in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We live 45 minutes away from this haunted place. That's crazy.
Imagine we lived in Tulsa next door to it. Imagine we lived in there. Okay, but that house is pretty nice.
Okay, so let's go. It's pretty nice, but not what's inside of it's not nice. Okay, let's go.
Grounds and beautiful gardens, and is the perfect place to kick off this countdown. Many staff members and visitors have reported paranormal happenings here throughout the years, such as the feeling of someone standing behind them, otherworldly orbs and lights in the sky, a ghostly candle that floats through the halls, and the statues watching visitors, even turning their heads to follow past.
They said that statues are watching visitors that come on, and they turn their heads and follow people. That's insane.
Passerbys. Some have speculated that the spirits here enjoy scaring the unsuspecting. Number 9, the Poncan Theater.
I don't know, but that is pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. They allow people to be around that, just skating around.
Yeah.
So it must be open to people to go to.
The Poncan Theater in Ponca City was built in 1927 and has hosted plays, concerts, and movies over the years. It has built quite a reputation amongst the paranormal community, as there is a spot that looks suspiciously like blood stained into the ceiling.
What? The ceiling?
Many have tried to remove it throughout.
How would blood get on the ceiling?
Oh
no, that's crazy.
Oh no,
the years.
from right there, and then they shoot them, and the blood flies up.
Yeah, but even if they were on the top level, that's still creepy.
Oh,
through cleaning.
Imagine it's from like right here, and they shoot up, and it goes like.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Their chin.
I guess it depends on where it's at. What if it was right in the middle of that eye?
Okay, that would be scary.
Oh, that'd be creepy.
Renovations and other methods, but it always comes back the very next day.
You hear that? They do renovations on this place, and the bloodstains come back. That means they paint over it, cover it, do whatever, and it's always there.
Take off the wall.
Oh my gosh. Break up. Take it down.
Also reported are disembodied footsteps, the sound of tribal war drums, and full-bodied apparitions that are known to appear and disappear in an instant. Number 8, the Old Santa Fe Depot. The Old Santa Fe Depot in Guthrie was built in 1903, closed its doors in 1979, and once housed a Harvey House restaurant. Many have reported seeing a ghostly Harvey gal around the halls, and it's speculated this may even be Pearl Harvey.
That's crazy.
Others have cited the translucent apparition of a woman in Victorian-era clothing rounding corners and watching the tracks from an upstairs window.
Really?
Also reported are objects moving on their own, strange mists floating through the halls, and disembodied voices heard early in the morning.
I believe
Number 7, Fort Reno.
I believe that some of these places are haunted because I don't know about anybody else, but I mean, there's nothing proving to me that there couldn't be ghosts.
True.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Let's see.
Fort Reno in El Reno began in 1874 to protect the Cheyenne and Arapaho tribes of the area during the Red River War. The fort was abandoned in 1908 and brought back into use as a prisoner of war camp during World War II. Visitors to the site report the apparitions of soldiers at their old posts, shadowy figures, and ghostly children seen running across the grounds.
Wow.
Military commands and disembodied voices are heard echoing through empty rooms, and weird images have been known to show up in photos. Number 6, the Henry Overholser Mansion.
Dude.
Now a historical house museum.
Hold on a sec. Do we not drive back past that house going to my baseball tournament?
Yeah, we do. We go out there a lot. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That looks exactly like what we drove past. Wow.
Because I was talking about the point.
Wow. That's kind of that makes it even more creepy.
The Henry Overholser Mansion was built in Oklahoma City in 1903 for Henry Overholser and his family. Staff and guests report footsteps and strange sounds in buildings that are empty. Several visitors have reported being overcome by the feeling of fear, sometimes to the point of nausea, or felt as if they were being watched or followed. Many staff and guests...
Hey, you guys leave us a comment. Have you guys ever felt like someone was watching you and you turn around, there's nobody there? Or have you ever felt like you heard something right behind you, but there's nothing there? I've done that before. I've done that at a place of employment where I thought I saw something and I'll run out to check and it's not there.
Dude, have that... Okay, comment and like the video if you've ever seen something in one... Or if a family member went into one room and then you went into their room and they're in there.
Oh.
Like, I'm like, what the freak?
Oh, that's creepy. To think someone walked into a room and you go in that room and they're not there. They never left the room they were in. Oh, heck no. That's a move on.
Guests have been pushed or had their hair pulled by unseen hands, and some have even seen the fleeting ghostly image of a woman believed to be Mrs. Overholser.
Okay, that's scary.
So your business isn't
I apologize for the ad, guys.
Ooh, we
I
had
really
to do that tonight.
I apologize for the ad.
Tonight.
I'll get off of this.
Yeah, forget whatever video you're about to watch. Head over to Wix e-commerce.
Oh my god, who makes ads that loud?
Okay.
Number 5, Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Southeastern Oklahoma State University opened in Durant in 1909, and according to staff and students, several buildings on campus are said to be haunted. Morrison Hall, built in 1911, once had a pool in the basement. Legend says that one night someone stumbled into the pool and drowned, and their foggy spirit has been seen around campus ever since. In Montgomery Auditorium, a campus maintenance worker lost his life when he saw this spirit and fell from the ladder he was standing on. Named George by staff and students, the maintenance worker's spirit is still seen and felt throughout the auditorium. There have been several...
that's crazy. The maintenance worker passed away. They call him George, and people still feel like they see him or feel him. That's crazy.
Rumors throughout the years about a possible murder or suicide that occurred on the consistently locked third floor of Shearer Hall. Students hear objects sliding across the floor, footsteps, and unexplainable sounds. Through the third floor windows, eerie furniture can be seen, lights flicker, and odd shadows dart out of sight. Number 4, the Skirvin Hilton Hotel.
Oklahoma City.
The Skirvin Hilton Hotel opened in Oklahoma City in 1911, with the third tower being added in 1925.
Okay, before we go on, can I say something?
What?
Never go downtown Tulsa.
Downtown Tulsa or downtown Oklahoma City. All those buildings look creepy.
Downtown Tulsa or Tulsa.
Yeah, stay away.
Wait, unless it's uptown Tulsa and you go to a WWE match.
Yes.
It says the original owner, William Skirvin, had an affair with a young woman, and when she became pregnant, he locked her away in a 10th floor room. After months of captivity, the young woman jumped from the window, killing herself and her unborn child.
Oh,
to this day, staff and guests report objects being moved by unseen hands, strange sounds from empty rooms, and doors opening and closing on their own. Several women have been awoken by the sounds of an infant crying. Men who stay at the hotel report seeing the silhouette of a naked woman while showering, and many hear whispered flirtations in the middle of the night. Multiple NBA teams have stayed here, and several have reported their own experiences with this apparition.
That's crazy.
Number 3, the University of Tulsa.
That is crazy. That's crazy. Let's see what it has to say.
The University of Tulsa was established in 1894, with the current campus opening in 1908 with the completion of Kendall Hall. In the dorms, legend says that a girl took her phone off the hook before taking her own life. To this day, students report hearing the sounds of someone in their dorm room at night, and when they go to investigate, finding their own phone off the hook. Tyrell Hall is haunted by a phantom pianist. Music is heard drifting from the building's upper floors between 12:30 and 2 a.m., but when anyone goes to investigate, the music stops. Throughout campus, Misty
I think they need to go up there and see if there's a piano even up there.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
in daytime.
Because if they're hearing piano music, why would nobody go up there and check to see if there was a piano up there? That's crazy.
apparitions are seen, objects are known to move on their own or disappear entirely, and books fly off shelves, narrowly missing those close by. Number 2, Kane's
Another one in
Ballroom.
Just don't go
Built
to
as an
Tulsa.
auto garage in 1924, Kane's Ballroom in Tulsa has
Have you
hosted
ever
several hundred
seen that
notable
video?
performers over the
Yeah,
years.
Kane's, yeah.
I've never
The
seen
most
that.
famous
Really?
spirit here is that of country western performer Bob
Really?
Wills, who appears as he did in his younger
That's
years.
crazy.
He is seen mostly on the main stage and is said to cause lights to flicker on and off, extreme hot and cold spots, high EMF levels, and orbs to show up in photos. After the show is over and everyone has gone home for the night, staff report disembodied voices and giggling from empty rooms, the feeling of being watched.
Okay, this is reminding me of, you know, Juice WRLD?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brittany knows Juice WRLD. He's not dead.
Oh.
Because he said he would fake his death, first of all. And do you know how much he's been spotted in Canada?
Really?
He's been spotted so much in Canada.
I think we need to do a video later on that, but let's move on to see what this is, because this is right by our hometown.
Yeah.
And some
Oh,
have
it's
seen the ghostly
okay.
image of a woman floating through empty hallways.
That's crazy. And again, another ad. I apologize. I tried to get the ads out. My fault. Okay, moving on.
Number 1, Fort Washita.
Durant.
This is Durant too.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
And this is number 1. And it's got
Fort
a road.
Washita was built in Durant in 1842 to protect Native American tribes in the area.
Wow, it looks like a.
It was
hut.
abandoned at the beginning of the Civil War, and Confederate troops held
What
the
is
fort
that
until
rock?
the end of the war, setting fire to it as
Oh,
they
wow.
left.
Human.
According to locals, reports of hauntings date back to the end of the Civil
Buffalo.
War.
Water
The most
buffalo.
famous ghost seen here is that of Aunt Jane. She is seen as a woman in white, missing her head.
Ah,
Legend says that she was beheaded for her gold, and that her spirit wanders the grounds forever in search of her lost fortune. There are several stories stating that her gold
That's
is
crazy.
buried somewhere on the fort grounds. This claim is supported by the multiple treasure hunters who have come to the area in search of her money, only to walk away empty-handed, claiming that an unseen force kept them from digging a single hole. Those brave enough to stay the night have reported terrifying nightmares, footsteps, personal objects disappearing from locked rooms, and several have been awoken by the sensation of being strangled.
that is crazy. That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys, I want you guys to, after you watch the video, hit that like button and turn on the notifications.
Hit that
And guys,
subscribe
leave us
button.
a comment and tell us if you ever experienced some crazy stuff like that. And let us investigate what you tell us. Like, leave us a message on something that you have experienced. Maybe it be something you see. Maybe it be a scenario like Kid said, where you saw like a family member go somewhere and you go to look and they never moved where they were at. Or, you know, the feeling of someone watching you or someone touching you, something like that. Leave us a comment and tell us what you've been through, and let us try to investigate what that means or what we can find out. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of the Smithsonians. This has been the most haunted places in Oklahoma. Join us next time. We will be trying to go through every single state, finding the most haunted places in the world through every state.
We won't stop until we got 50 of these.
We won't stop. Anyway, it's RJ the Beast.
DJ the Kid.
And thank you guys for watching. Like I said, hit that like button.
Hit that subscribe button.
Leave us a comment. Tell us what you've been through. Let us talk about it.
And turn on those notifications.
Turn on the notifications. Join us next time on another episode of the Smithsonians. Thank you guys so much. Peace.
Peace.